Good Bones isn't just about a rusty bike. It's about James struggling to connect with his distant stepdaughter Mia in their blended family. Can a shared project really bridge a vast emotional gap? This story will reveal how genuine connection isn't forced, but built piece by piece, showing us that beneath the surface, every relationship has the good bones to thrive. James sat at the dinner table, stirring his pasta, the silence amplifying the clinking of his fork. Across from him, Mia stared blankly at her phone, her thumbs moving mechanically, her eyes lost in a digital world. He wanted to connect, but the distance between them felt vast. The cheerful questions he practiced all day vanished when she looked up. Silent walls, eyes locked on the screen. Game night had been another disaster. Jokes fell flat and movie suggestions were met with sighs. He longed for genuine connection, not this forced performance. Mia's stubborn loyalty to her biological dad was a silent barricade, and James felt like a guest in a home he was supposed to belong to. Each attempt ended in the same cold silence, a quiet war, where his efforts only reinforced her walls. It was exhausting to perform the role of fun dad when all he wanted was to be simply James, a man trying to connect with a wary child. The forced smiles felt hollow, and each evening left him more drained. One grey afternoon, overwhelmed with the day's failures, James slipped out to the garage, the one space in the house where he never had to pretend. Here he could just be himself, away from the expectations and the strained interactions. Amidst the scattered tools and dusty shelves sat the old, rusty bicycle he had picked up from a yard sale months ago. It was battered and beat up, heavy with neglect, but promising potential. He picked up sandpaper, running it thoughtfully over the dented fender, each stroke smoothing the rust away piece by piece. The mechanical rhythm calmed him. Here, there were no expectations, no walls to climb, just the honest work of restoration, a tangible project he could control when everything else felt out of reach. The quiet scraping of sandpaper was interrupted when Mia poked her head through the doorway. She was after her scooter, but paused when she saw the bike. "That's ugly," she said, voice flat, the most she'd said to him all week. The simple, honest statement cut through the forced pleasantries like a breath of fresh air. James looked up, then smiled softly. "Yeah, it is," he admitted. "But it has good bones." The phrase hung in the air, a metaphor for more than just the bicycle. Mia's gaze narrowed in curiosity. She had never heard him talk like this before. Not with the forced cheerfulness, but with genuine sincerity. James set down the sandpaper. "See, I'm stripping it down, fixing every broken part, then putting it back together, stronger and better than before." Sometimes things look bad on the outside, but if you look deeper, there's a solid frame underneath. He hoped she understood the unspoken parallel. Mia didn't say anything, but she didn't leave either. She stepped inside, watching as James continued sanding. He wasn't fun dad, and he was just James, sharing a simple truth, not a performance, just a conversation. The honesty felt refreshing. The next day, James was wrestling with the greasy, tangled chain. His fingers slipped in the grime, frustration rising. A soft noise caught his attention. Mia was standing there, a clean rag in hand. Without a word, she handed it over. a small offering of connection, a silent truce in their unspoken conflict. Surprised but grateful, James accepted the gesture. It was small, but to him it meant everything. In that garage, with paint-stained hands and honest conversation, the Cold War thawed. The air felt lighter, the silence less oppressive. Over time, they built more than a restored bike. They built trust, moment by moment, simply by being real. James learned that connection can't be forced or faked. It grows quietly in the spaces where people see each other as they truly are, flaws, fears, and all. And beneath the surface, good bones hold everything together. The foundation of honesty and shared experience had created something strong and lasting. They rode through the neighborhood, wind in their hair, sharing stories and laughter. Two souls connected by more than just circumstance. The bicycle, once a symbol of neglect, was now a testament to their hard work and dedication, a reminder that even the most broken things can be made whole again. The garage, once a refuge from the storm, was now a sanctuary of connection, a place where they could be themselves and build something beautiful together. And as they looked at each other, they knew that their blended family was more than just a collection of separate parts. It was a tapestry, woven with different threads, each one unique and valuable, creating a whole that was stronger and more beautiful than the sum of its parts. They had good bones, a solid foundation of love and trust that would hold them together no matter what challenges they faced.